There's only one name on everyone's lips around Dens Park at the moment, and the club hope Fabrizio Ravanelli will have the same impact on and off the field as their last big signing, Claudio Caniggia. It doesn't take too long to get his name onto a Dundee shirt, and they were already selling well before he'd even kicked a ball. And the good news for the home fans was that he was stripped to start his first ever game in the Scottish Premier League. At first, though, Partick Thistle threatened to ruin Ravanelli's big day. They started brightly and Derek Fleming forced Julian Speroni into a crucial early save. But it didn't take long for Dundee to get into gear, Fabian Caballero encouraging Nacho Novo to show off his turn of pace. He easily got to the ball before keeper Kenny Arthur, but just couldn't get his angles right. Not too much wrong here from Novo, and Thistle mightily relieved not to be a goal down. That was just one of several chances that fell Novo's way in the first half, but he simply couldn't get past Arthur in goal. Caballero and Ravanelli with the setup. Novo denied once again. Ravanelli was becoming more influential as the game went on and is already developing a good understanding with Nacho Novo, who looked as if he was just going to have one of those days. The perfect pass from the Italian was well read in the end by the goalkeeper. Kenny Arthur had to be right on top of his game the way Dundee and Nacho Novo in particular were buzzing around his goal, and as half-time approached, he really started to get on the young Spaniard's nerves. What more can I do, wondered Novo, as Arthur produced yet another top-class save. But the keeper was finally beaten by the Ravanelli-Novo combination early in the second half. The striker fully deserved his goal for the work he put in, and that's already 11 for the season so far. Fabrizio Ravanelli with his first assist in Scottish football, and I doubt it will be his last, and Nacho Novo with the pace and skill to claim the goal. Ravanelli wasn't afraid to do his share of running or tackling on his debut, but he was a bit unlucky when his enthusiasm ended up in a debut booking from referee Stuart Dougal. The Italian's best chance of a debut goal appeared to be thwarted by a trip from Kenny Milne. Ravanelli incensed, the ref waved play on, but the replay seemed to show the official was correct as there's little contact from the Thistle defender. The former Juve star's first appearance lasted 80 minutes. He played a crucial part in the goal and generally did well. But what did he think of his Dens debut?
I very enjoy, especially because the team is come back to win, and it's very important for us because it's been a capital match. It's not easy play with Partick. It's a strong team, and this 3 point is important for the moral, for to be ready for next game, for the derby with Dundee United, and every player enjoy. I think it's the fans, they see a very good match. Me too, I'm very enjoy.
He knows he needs games, but it was important to get him involved again. I said his hold-up play, and he is excellent, and he just needs that match sharpness. But overall, I think he'll be relatively pleased. It wasn't a phenomenal debut, but it's important just to get established, and I'm sure he'll improve with games.
There's no panic at all whatsoever. I mean, they're in there this afternoon, and they know they've played well. They know they've played well and come out with nothing. But we have to change that mentality and try to get a winning mentality back in the club.
A Ravanelli shirt's not complete without an autograph, and it already looks like this signing will be a good one for Dundee.
Super. Thank you very much indeed. See you.
Yes, Ravanelli enjoyed his day, I think. His fellow new signing at Dens, not quite fit yet, Craig. Must be frustrating for you to watch Raf finally getting a game and you're still watching.
I'm glad to see my English lessons are helping him along, you know. But he'll be a good player. He's coming up in 35, but Derek knows him as well. He's a fantastic professional. He looks after himself. He needs the games the same as myself, but he's a bit further on than me, and obviously Jim felt that he was worthy of a place yesterday, and I think he proved correct.
And showing signs of building up quite a nice partnership with Nacho Novo, who's on fire this season. He's been a real key factor for the Dundee success so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, I've been impressed with him in my time here. He's very, very quick and very sharp, and I think with Caballero and guys like Ravanelli and Sara, they complement each other because Novo's one player who can get in behind, and as Derek will tell you, being a defender, what defenders don't like is pace against them, and he probably could have had 2 or 3 goals yesterday with a little bit more composure. But good confidence there after having missed 2 or 3 good chances in the first half to stick that one away.
And from Thistle's point of view, Derek, 6th odd goal defeat, as Jerry said, putting a lot in and getting nothing out.
Yeah, we're not far away, and everybody we've played so far this season, there's only been 1 goal in it, and you know, I don't think there's a big difference between the obviously the Old Firm is, but every other team, there's not a big difference in the games, and we've just got to keep going and work as hard as we can and try and get that win. Yeah,
without being unkind, maybe a lack of real quality in the Thistle side, such as Ravanelli will bring to Dundee.
Of course, we don't have the budget that Dundee have now to go and get players like that, but we have to work within the budget, and we maybe do lack a wee bit of quality. But we've got a good spirit and still there, and we're going to be determined to try and get some points.
Well, of course, next Sunday afternoon it's the Dundee Derby live at Ravanelli. One assumes will be involved, so too might Craig Burley, and Rav's looking forward to it.
I'm Fabrizio Ravanelli. I play for Football Club Dundee. See the BBC next week. Is a big derby with Dundee United.
There's a future for him in this game, no question. Dundee United, Dundee next Sunday afternoon, 2:25. We're looking forward to it.